Happy Monday, boys and girls. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope that you're staying healthy. I hope your family's healthy. I miss you guys. Just a couple more weeks and hopefully we'll be back to school. So today, not only do we have the Wonder Read Aloud, but do you guys remember when I gave you this packet our last day of school? We started with if you can't beat 'em, eat 'em. And then we did the debate over the plastic bags. Well, today we're moving to the third article, which is called The Invasion of Drones. So I want everybody to turn to this. Okay. And if you're not there, or if you lost this, or if you don't have this, I will be posting the article onto Google Classroom. Okay, so if you're stressing and you don't know where this is, I will post this article onto Google Classroom as well. Before I read it out loud to you, I want to go over some vocabulary words that I think will help you. Oh, by the way, look, I'm sitting in the red chair. Look at the red chair. Recognize this red chair? There's two of them, one here and one in the classroom. Okay, so our first vocabulary word is invasion. Invasion. So if there is an invasion of drones, and if you don't know what a drone is, we're going to learn about it, but invasion of drones. So an invasion is to conquer or capture. So it seems like there's going to be an invasion of drones where there's going to be drones everywhere. Okay, they're conquering a specific area. Our second vocabulary word is unmanned. Unmanned. So we see the prefix un, which means not. And if something is manned, it means it's having a crew. But if it's unmanned, it means it doesn't have a crew. So an airplane has pilots, it's manned by pilots. These don't have pilots, okay? So there's no one flying it up in the air. So it's unmanned. Third word is aerial, not like in The Little Mermaid Ariel, but if something is aerial, it means it's in the air. So these drones are aerial, they're in the air. Next word is civilians. Civilians are people like you and me, okay? We are not a person in the Army, we're not a person in the Marines, we are your average people. So typically drones have been used in wars or with people in the military, but now civilians like you and I can buy drones. So invade is just like invasion. It's just a different form. Okay, so to conquer or capture. And our last word is innovative, which means new ideas or invention. So these drones are pretty innovative. They're pretty new. So I'm going to read this out loud and I want you to follow along with me. Shortly after 3 a.m. on January 26, 2015, a Secret Service officer patrolling the White House lawn noticed a suspicious object flying just above the ground. It was about 2 feet wide and had 4 small propellers. Here are the propellers, like those on a helicopter. The White House went on high alert, so they were like watching everywhere. They were, what is this in the sky? Is this safe? After the object crashed into a tree, officials rushed to check it out. The unwelcome flying machine was a remote control aircraft known as a drone or an unmanned aerial vehicle. So to fly this, boys and girls, you need a remote control, which I have here. Luckily, the drone wasn't being used to harm anyone. It was just an expensive toy that had gotten away from someone who was flying it nearby. Although no one was injured, the incident raised some serious questions about drones. It's the latest chapter in the debate over whether these unmanned aircraft are useful tools or are they a threat? So there's a debate. Some people think these are really useful. Some people think they're a threat to our safety and our privacy. So we'll see what people have to say. So now I'm on drones all around us. The first widespread use of drones was by the U.S. military in the 1930s. Pilots and gunners used them for target practice, shooting them out of the sky. Today, the military remains the leading user of drones. But companies have also begun making smaller, cheaper drones that civilians can fly too. So this is a smaller, cheaper drone This is not one that would be used in war. It's ones that you and I can fly. For example, unmanned aerial vehicles like the ones that crashed into the White House lawn can be bought online for as little as $500. Drones equipped with cameras are being used in many innovative ways or new ways. Movie directors use drones to film the scenes of a bird's eye view for movies like Transformers: Age of Extinction. Farmers use them to monitor the health of their crops and livestock. So if you think about a field, like a cornfield, you can't really see what the corn looks like way in there. So if you fly this drone above it with a camera, once they bring it back down, they can watch that footage and see what it looks like on the other side of the field. And scientists recently used drones to count and study sea lions in Alaska. Law enforcement officials say drones can be an effective tool for them too. Police departments have purchased drones for tasks ranging from assisting with rescue missions to searching for suspecting criminals. So let's say someone just robs a bank and they're running away. You might not be able to see them if you're just driving and chasing them. You might be able to see them if you have a drone. You can follow them. Drones may even be arriving at your doorstep in the future. Amazon, the online retail store, hopes to one day use drones to deliver packages to customers. Domino's recently tested delivering pizzas using drones. These are limited only by the imagination, says Colin Gwynn of 3D Robotics, a major U.S. drone manufacturer. So he likes these things. He likes drones. A lot of people like drones. They have all these positives. They can help catch criminals. Civilians can use them, okay? But now some people think that they're bad, so we're going to figure out why they're bad. The increased popularity of drones has raised safety concerns. Drones can be difficult to control. Wind gust and software glitches have caused people to lose control of them. So when it's really windy outside, they can kind of just become unruly and you can't control them. Most of these flyaways, like the one at the White House, end with the drones smashing into trees or buildings. But drones have also come dangerously close to colliding with passenger planes. So an airplane that maybe you've flown on to go to vacation, sometimes these drones get so high that they can hit these planes, which people are saying is dangerous. The Federal Aviation Administration, who oversees the use of non-military aircraft in the U.S., they said that in 2015 that pilots had reported more than 1,000 drone sightings. So as they're flying the planes, they've seen 1,000 of these so close to their airplane. Many were above 400 feet, the highest a drone is allowed to go. Many people fear that a drone could get sucked into the engine of an airliner, causing it to crash. In addition, many legal experts are concerned that drones with cameras could be used to invade people's privacy. Right? So if you have a camera on your drone and you fly it over someone's house, you can see in their backyard, you can see in their pool. That should be a private area. Someone could fly them around their neighborhood and capture images of their people in their backyards, says Hillary Farber. She's a professor at the University of Massachusetts School of Law who has written about privacy issues related to drones. Many people are also worried that the government and the police could use drones to spy on citizens. Recently, the FAA created new rules for the use of drones. It also created a national drone registry list. That means people have to register drones when they buy them. So if you buy a drone, you have to let the government know that you have one. The registry will help officials track down the owner of a drone that flies anywhere that it shouldn't. It's all about finding a balance, says Farber. How are we going to use drones in a way that's safe and not invading people's privacy? Okay, so then there's this section called Drones and War. I want you to try to read that on your own. And now I want you to go onto Google Classroom and answer some of the questions on the Google Docs, okay?